listening in Australia will say, "We don't care about that. I want you to get into the next stage as opposed to get into the Super 8, as opposed to go all the way into the semis and be fighting for the trophy." It is what is expected, always. And so a disappointed skipper walks out there, essentially for the last rites to be read.
So this is basically this is the last match they've got. Now they've been
That was
knocked
yesterday's.
Righto. Marsh and Head together at the top and looking to bash to all parts on a pitch that's been pretty good. There's been some swing on offer for some bowlers. See what it does here. They'll try and ensure they don't give a chance to the ball to do too much. Nothing different expected. Benjamin?
You know, when they walk out the bat, they've got one thing on their mind. This man in particular, Travis Head. He thinks boundary after boundary. Wants to put maximum pressure on. It's a simple game plan, but it's been effective. The top order hasn't been the issue for Australia. The top order's been pretty good. Shafiq Jan, new ball in hand. He'll be trying to get the same kind of movement that we saw with Xavier Bartlett, with brand new ball in hand. The ability to swing the new ball.
Yeah, looking to launch. They put on 104 in 8.30 was the last time they were out here. That was against Sri Lanka. And then it was a particularly spectacular capitulation to go from that. And to runs that were not sufficient. You might say there's not been any number of runs sufficient on the day with the way Nisanka and Mendes played. But they would have certainly put pressure on. Lost 10 wickets for 77 in the second part of the game. Total swing. Oh, close. In the gap, 4 runs, firmly struck. Marsh underway with boundaries.
He's hung it out to try and bowl that miracle in swinger. It just hasn't swung on this occasion. Marsh, he's so strong, he's so still at the crease. It's a real feature of his batting. No excessive movement, no extravagant swing of the bat, just finds it close to the middle. With the power that he's got, it just races away.
And a length from Shafiq Jan. And they pull it back, having been driven. Look at the milestones. 12 runs for 1,000. Josh Inglis. Maxwell. Oh, look at that. T20's 11,000. What he's approaching, 6,000 for Marsh. Whacked onto that onside. Wide open spaces, just 2 outside the circle. And so he can just whack them away and he'll pick up boundaries.
Because Oman need early wickets, slips in place, which means mid wicket is wide open. You're barking up the wrong tree if you keep banging it in that length to Mitchell Marsh. 125, it's medium pace.
Off the edge, gone fine, too fine for third. It'll go up to the fence.
You shouldn't be discouraged by that, Shafiq Jan. That's the length you need to operate on this wicket. Off the bat, it looked like it was just going to be one down to third man, but it raced away. There's so much rain around Kandy in this part of the world. Ground staff have done a wonderful job. Have the outfield in the nick that it is. Great start for Australia.
Half a shout, and then fields the ball. 14 off the first without loss.
I've invested in a caravan.
Matches, ICC Men's T20 World Cup and the Championship in 2021. Jay Odedra. See if we can get some bite on here with the new ball. Has to stay on the stumps. Yeah, that's a good start. Doesn't bite, just goes on with the arm.
It's a tactic often used to Travis Head. Is the last ball. I think he might have caught the inside of his ankle with the toe of his bat there. Yeah, absolutely. There's not many feelings that are worse as a batter.
He doesn't need another injury.
No, he's had a rough trot of it recently, all throughout his career actually. I was just saying, often off spinners are used as a tactic to Travis Head first up. But why this partnership complements each other so well? Mitch Marsh can be brutal. You give him a chance to swing the bat through the line. With so much power down the ground.
He was loading up there, and the length was decent, and so could only punch it into that offside. Oh, hello. Could have gone up. Could have gone upstairs. Would have had him. The one that got away. It was only cursory, the appeal. Here's a look at it. And he doesn't get any of the ball in the end, actually. Look at that.
I think it might have been the shuffle down the wicket that put the Oman skipper off. Not even contemplating it. Looked like an inside edge. Live.
What a shot that is. Easy as you like from Marsh. It's gone a long way for six.
And that just rubs some more salt into the wounds of Oman. That's what I'm talking about. Mitchell Marsh, the brute power. He hits it on the way up too. That's why he gets the elevation. That's right out of the middle. Oh, yeah. You know the batter, as soon as that collects the middle, you know that is enormous.
And the length pull back. That's what he's trying to do, be on that length to Mitchell Marsh, because if he's not, if it's ever so slightly fuller, then Marsh can just hit through the line like this. No turn with the brand new ball. He's bowling very straight as well, so it's literally right up for him to be able to whack it. Travis Head says, I'll join the party. Excellent bit. Oh, not quite.
Oh no.
Good speed across and then got the hand to it, but couldn't quite keep a hold of it. So 4 to finish. It's 28 without loss. Check your lemon. It's a good start. Right on the stumps.
Just a little skip down. Did all the hard work. Great effort. It's a nice length. It's a perfect spot to Mitchell Marsh. Long off in place. Deep backward square.
Might start to twitch. 3 dots in the power play, so searching for where he can get his boundary. Good bowling. No room whatsoever and holding a great length. That's not easy for him to just pop over the top. And he'll feel if he tries to force from this length because of the field set that's got long off bat, he has to get it absolutely flush. Yeah, that's nicely done by Shaquille. Holding it really quick. Not able to get down the wicket to that and bowling a good length as well. Here's his trouble as he bowls to the left-hander.
And he's going to stay around the wicket too. Thinking that he's trying to slide something across Travis' head. But look for him to still target that shorter leg side boundary. Mid-wicket, one of his favourite zones to left arm spin.
Nicely done, well bowled. Just the 2 off, 30 without loss. Yeah, look around Oman. I've never been. Have you been?
No, I haven't. But seeing these pitches will certainly be on the bucket list.
I'm told it's fantastic over there. Nice to go and have a look around. His performance beating Ireland in 2016, one of our magic moments. Yeah, loving the colour of the World Cup and a lot more teams this time around. Yeah, the more the merrier, I say, when it comes to World Cups, and loving the colour of all the various nations. And certainly an impression made. 2 full, 2 wide, and it smashed through the offside for 4.
Absolutely loves width, Travis Head. Anything that he can just stand there and throw his hands through. Not overly concerned with placement. He just tries to thump that as hard as he can. It's a wonderful free-flowing swing of the bat. Such a clear mind at the top of the order. One thing.
Wide again. That's hit even harder. It's gone so quickly away to the fence for 4.
If you didn't see the first one, have another look. Hammered. This time he decides to go up and over. It's the angle going across Travis' head. He'll hammer it there all day. There is the deep point out there, but he stands no chance.
Oh, that's hit harder as well. My goodness. He's absolutely smoking these. Look at him throw his head back. That came out the middle. The sound was awesome. Only thing wrong with it is he picked up the fielder.
You can just hear the crack off the bat, can't you? It's a brilliant sound. There's not a better feeling in the game. Loves the pull and cut shot. loves playing square of the wicket. Plays all around the wicket. But wonderful play to watch.
That's whacked, and it's out of there. 6 runs. Oh yeah, and he thought he might just have collected the little one on the way. Fortunately, it just bounces before and goes over them.
Just gets up chest high. That is bread and butter. For a man who's grown up playing his cricket at the Wacker. Yeah, have a look at this. Look how close he gets to the youngster on the hill. Yeah, they both throw their head back. Good placement, Mitchell.
Some respite. And Dot decides that he's going to go full. Shafiq is reeling off of these boundaries. Look at how hard they're hitting him. Nothing left in the tank. Oh, goodness. Even when you see it again, heart skips a beat there for the little one. Yeah, nicely done. 2 balls up in the block hole. Prevented going to the fence. 4 done, it's 46 without loss. Yeah, a whole lot of what ifs, if onlys. That's what's left for the Australians. All these shots that would have been saved up for high competition in the Super 8. Couldn't get there though. Then derailed right at the start. Yeah, shouts of catch it, but it's wide of mid-on. 50s up in the 5th over. Australia in a hurry.
It's not a bad ball at all. Probably the first time that Mitchell Marsh has really tried to hack one over mid-on, targeting that mid-wicket area. Had one look at it.
Shouts of catch it. Oh, just short, I think. We'll have to have another look. But it's a good effort having to go forward and then dive forward.
Mirza it was. Hung in the air for a while. Yeah, it's just short. Great effort. You can see there, out of the hand. Marsh thought 6. Looked like it was hanging in the air for long enough. Great to see so many kids at games around this tournament.
In the gap, loves to scythe it away. In that offside, just throws the hand, so adept at finding those gaps as well.
It's not out of the middle. Like you see consistently with Travis Head. Any comp width. Doesn't matter whether it's pace or spin. He is savage on it.
Yeah, absolutely no burst from Marsh and Head. It is their way. A brutal belligerence as they go about their work in the power play. Really try and get ahead of the game, whoever they play. Thank goodness for that boot that stops it going past. 5 done, 55 without
165 in 5 overs. 50 more needed. Marsh trying to smash this fast mid off, doesn't get it through this time. We want to get this done and dusted as quickly as possible. Wasim, left arm spin. Still in the power play, so plenty of opportunity.
Marsh goes into the gap and 4 more. He's in a destructive mood. He wants it done and dusted inside this 10.
Just a little bit of wind. Both batters have power to burn through the offside. Stays back. Full swing of the bat. And once he gets even half of the bat on it, he's going to race away.
As you've seen a lot of this cricket, it's a missed opportunity for Australia. Back and huge! Launches up and into the scorebox. Goodness me, the scorers have been shuddering like an earthquake up there. It's a tremor in the scorebox.
They're absolutely massive. It is short. Rocks back. Again, even with the pull shot. Swing of the bat. And that has disappeared. 99 meters.
We saw this against Sri Lanka, these two. Short through the offside and 4 more punished.
Standing tall and hitting through the offside. It's just become a rarity where the ball doesn't disappear to the pen. It has come back in, but doesn't matter. He stood so tall that he hit it on top of the bounce.
What a shame that Mitch Marsh, his manhood was challenged earlier up in this tournament, and now he is at his destructive best. 49. We'll have to wait.
Just with the setup of this Australian 11, it's got so much power. And to be fizzled out before the Super 8's very disappointing, because you know the potential that the top 6 has.
Off and over. That is a wonderful half century there for Mitch Marsh. That's a back-to-back for him as well. The Australian captain, early mission in the regular season here, but today, once again, 73 for no loss, and that's a cracker of an innings. Yeah, time for a drink.
I'm inside. What do we need for dinner?
We need everything. Chicken, green beans, and coconut milk.
Find your dinner piece with Gusto. It's the shortcut to seriously tasty meals, ready in as little as 10 minutes. With more recipes than any other recipe box, there's something for every taste. Get 50% off your first box at gusto.co.uk.
Made for getting your imagination going. Made for giving you all the options. Made.
I need to take some painkillers. If you want me, I'll be upstairs. I'm not very good today. My chest and stomach. My ribs, not stomach. Ribs.
Must be good. Lazy running. Nothing's been lazy about this 2 innings so far. It's been a brilliant partnership. Now 74, just 6 overs. It's rattling along.
Power play over, so a bit more comfort for the bowler with fielders saving the boundary on the
That was
fence,
just
but that made
one fish
no
tank.
difference to Mitch Marsh. He carried on
Yes,
trying or
it's
carried on
goodness, I took that
belting the ball.
I know what's going on.
Bruce back, looks for one and gets it.
Edos, you mentioned the fact that the fastest chase over 100, 9.4 overs, 6.2 now, 30 needed. Yeah, maybe 8.4, 8.5.
Skipping
I can tell
time.
you that have no clue, these two in the middle, that that's on cards.
This
They
is
just
like
want to
they're
go
laughing, in
like
fact,
that,
otherwise
punish
it's
through the
like
offside,
be
picks the
perfectly
gap,
fine. It
and
sounds
it's four more straight in
it's
the
got
bucket.
added Sunday morning.
The extra cover with the angle too full. That was a genuine cover drive with power. Nothing wrong with that shot. And it screams away to the bench.
I did the mid-innings pitch and mentioned that there was some swing, but I also did say it was a very good batting surface. Oman left plenty out there. This is a terrific wicket. It's going to make for wonderful matches here in the Super 8 phase. Oh, gets away with it. Keeps a little low. Just wonder whether he just tried to go a bit sidearm on that one.
Yeah, it went faster, quicker. And it skidded off the surface. 104.9 clicks that.
Spinning ball worked away for one.
Edos, you did mention swing. You didn't mention swing off the bat.
There's been plenty of that. But these two, they don't need any encouragement whatsoever. Hop into their work. Last ball, full, and it's smoked away.
Yeah, full toss and hammered away out of the park. 7 done. It is 86 without loss. Absolutely fabulous from Australia. Pressure just told on Chicky. Last delivery misses his length completely, and it travels the distance. There is now only 19 required.
G'day, Baz. Evening to everybody watching around the world. Australia in a big hurry here, just 19 required. Mitchell Marsh has been brutal. How Australia missed him early in the tournament.
Not a delivery you want to bowl at Mitch Marsh. A waist high full toss being dealt with. It's not been a problem for Australia at the top of the order. They've been good.
Just bunts straight down the ground. Piece of work down there. Ramanandi just casually grabbed the ball.
Yeah, just sort of snatched it. There you go, just snatched it away and saved the boundary.
That's into the gap. That'll be 4 more for Travis Head. Into the 90s.
Really pepper that offside. Couple of extra cover. This time Travis Head rocking back and smashes it away. So much power through the offside. Makes it look so simple. He just faced 16 deliveries, as Travis said. To Mitch Marsh's 29, but he's also striking 194.
Just past 6,000 T20 runs. Mitchell Marsh. Very rare, Baz, that Travis Head in any game of cricket is the quieter of the two in a partnership.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you say quieter, he's still striking at what, 180 almost.
Without loss. Keel trying to contain this pair. Been the best for Oman. Straight up in the air. There's men running everywhere. The keeper has to go. Oh, in the end, Shaquille pouches it off him. Look at him celebrate, the little man. He's pumped. He's done a Ronaldo. He's knocked over Travis Head, but by Jeepers, for a moment there, I thought that was hitting the deck.
Yeah, he wanted this. He wanted a wicket because he's bowled 3 overs just for 24. Travis Head trying to launch this leg side. Huge top edge. And it's held in the air for quite a while. The keeper ran quickly towards it, but Shaquille looked at him, almost pushed him out of the way. Yeah, looking at him. No, this is mine, this is mine. Oh, little bobble. And then he's off. But a moment in the game that he'll remember.
So Travis Head departs for 32, 93 for 1. Inglis, the new man of the crease. Baz, your man Shaquille looked at the keeper, knew he had the gloves, and then said, "No, mate, this is all me."
Looked at him twice. He looked at him and thought, no. He's almost going to run at him.
I think he was thinking fantasy points or the like, Shaquille. He thought, I'll get a couple extra in the kit bag if I get a caught and bowl. Oh, we need to see that again in a moment. So Inglis with very little work to do. Just the passion of Shaquille. So here's the replay. Just keep an eye on Shaquille. He sprints after it alongside the keeper and just pouches it. Had a look at the keeper and took it off him. Baz, talk us through it, how he looked across at his teammate and kept going for it.
Yeah, looks at him and stares at him and then says, okay, I'll push you out of the way. Bobbled in his hand off his chest.
Why did the both
But he
go
was
for it?
off. He wanted this. He celebrated and again glanced back at the keeper
Why did
again,
they both go
saying,
for it
what
like
are you
idiots?
doing? This was mine.
Don't get it.
He's 38 years of age. He just continued, arms to the small crowd here. Then the Ronaldo to just put a bit of cherry on top.
Yeah, but it's been a good spell from him. He's just gone for 28, and you look at the scorecard, it's 97 for 1. And this is 9th over, so he's thinking, this is my time. Soon.
Gets him through point. Good piece of work out there, and they just keep it to a single.
What's so beautiful, you?
So great spell from Shaquille, one that'll be long remembered with that catch, 1 for 29.
I love this so much, sweetheart.
You just mentioned Tariq, and then you say he's just.
Well, I saw Tariq live here down in Colombo a couple of nights ago against Namibia, and he blew my socks off. The work that man did with ball in hand. Now, Ramanandi comes on.
Right.
Being smashed away, first ball, 4 more, the hundreds
Right,
up.
all these ones
The
are
Kiwis
sent
that
out
have
on
been
loan,
playing their
and they
cricket
finally sent the right one out
over in
now
India, so that'll be their first
to
look
the
at the
land
Sri Lankan
of
wickets,
the
which will
water
favour
spring.
Pakistan, who have been here.
The
He should have
Lanka
gone ages
challenge
ago
100
instead
up
of
for
run up and
Australia.
down
Now
that
just
bloody
need 3.
touchline.
English through the offside.
Joey. They
Well,
should have
they've
sent,
got some
yeah, but they
big
should have
in
sent
Sri
Joey
Lanka.
ages ago.
This
He
pitch
should have
is
been the one that got
slightly
him, not
difficult,
Scales and
not
all the
as
others.
good for
Yeah,
batting
but
as the
to go
Indian
to
ones.
the home of the natural water spring.
So the fastest
No,
chase in a score
that's
over 100 in a
Buxton are only
T20 World
famous
Cup
for the
match was
water spring,
England
not for the
versus the
football.
United States, and it took them 9.4 overs. So to beat that record, Australia need to win at this ball.
Now Marsh needs to find the boundary. I don't think he wants to run a couple of runs into the onside. He wants to smash this away. The opportunity through the offside.
Strikes it down the ground, it'll just be a single. So the best they can do is equal that record now.
I just think they don't really know about the record. I don't think that's been mentioned.
England were chasing 117 when they brought that, so they'll get the moral victory. England,
There we go again.
one to win. Pumped down the ground. Australia absolutely belt Oman. They do it with 9 wickets to spare of just 9.4 overs. It's a winning end, but an early end for the Australians. Oman go through without a win. A late win for the Aussies, but they are also done as far as this tournament goes.
Yeah, bittersweet for Australia, showing how good they can be, how destructive they can be with the bat. Just an opportunity miss because they're not going forward in this tournament. But tonight, they were all systems on. Marsh with 64 of 32. Sampa with wickets. Australian supporters can smile, but Oman, experience for them at top level cricket. Yeah, Mitch Marsh wanted to get this done as early as possible and made sure when he came out to bat, it was a very professional performance from Australia, considering they were out of the tournament dead rubber, but still turned up with good bowling performances and then made sure they were belligerent with the bat.
Yeah, I think it'll only be a small consolation for the Australians. They'll be disappointed to be going home at this stage of the tournament. They missed Mitchell Marsh in those first couple of games. He came back in, he made a couple of 50s. Zampa, Bartlett took wickets, but unfortunately for the green and gold, little too late. But I think, Baz, this game will be remembered for one thing, and that is that catch of Shaquille. I think if you had to take one thing away from this match, that would be it.
Absolutely. Left-arm spinner bowled decently. He wanted that wicket. And it was a moment in the game. But for Oman, it's another World Cup appearance which has been done. They'll be better for it going forward. Obviously, they need to improve their batting, which was mentioned by their coach. But still, you think of these nations. nations
There's
began
all
to
the results
compete
to
at
it.
this
Play
level.
last
Tonight it
night.
was all Australia though.
The
With
girls.
Mitch
Oh.
Marsh 64 of
There's six.
33 and
There's
getting
6-1.
through the
6-1.
offside and onside.
O'Connor, Willie won
Shaquille with that
6-1.
amazing
That's
wicket
what?
cotton ball. But Travis said 32 of just 19.
Don't
English then came in
Fine,
and the
Joyce lost.
final touches. He got to 12
Christian.
just 9.4 overs it took for Australia
Yeah.
to get to 108.
No, you told me who was
Partnership
playing. You didn't tell me what
93
results was.
of 49. Mitch Marsh dominating. Travis said though he held his all. He was very good through the offside and then
No, it's bad when
just
Chizzy
15 of 9.
loses.
And that has meant that
Quite
Australia
joking
equal
too
with
far.
England. The fastest chase is over 100.
Doesn't look
It was
out.
the opening partnership, which started
I've
off
got-
with a bang and just
Oh, yeah,
wouldn't go
yeah.
away.
Between 10 and 12.
Through the
Oh, yeah,
onside, through the offside, and we know how Travis head is so good through the covers. That was massive. Again, just banking away through the covers. Another full toss which disappeared. The openers so been good for Australia through this campaign.
Shaquille with the wicket, by far the most economical, going at 7.25 and over. The rest of the attack popped a bit of stick. In many ways, Baz, this will ask more questions of the Australians. I think, right, we got off to a good start again as we did against Sri Lanka. Our bowlers were on song, obviously a different standard opposition, but I don't think they've really picked up too many answers from tonight's performance, the Australians.
But here's your moment, Howie. Shaquille just shoving the keeper out of his way. And then making sure that he got the catch. No gloves, no. It's mine.
Ever since wicketkeepers were given gloves, whenever that was, Baz, the theory was leave it to the man in the gloves. But Shaquille, no! Wasn't having a bar of that. And that's no doubt his highlight of the tournament, knocking over Travis Head, caught and bowled. So the Omani sent in, they lost a wicket with the first ball. There was Bartlett, picked it up, Zampa, 4 for again, the fourth time he's done it in a T20 World Cup match, 4 for 21, and the Australians made short work of this small total here in Kelly. Time to go down to Pommy to find out who the player of the match is.
Yeah, player of the match is Adam Zampa for his fourth one. He's going to get his prize from World Cup winning captain, Australian captain Aaron Finch. Nicely done. Yeah, nicely handed over there. Well bowled today, Zams. Tell me about the tournament as a whole and your mindset coming here with regard to what you felt you needed to do.
Oh yeah, look, to be honest with you, mate, it's been a rough few days. We're there's a few quiet voices around the team at the moment. We're feeling pretty flat about the World Cup ending so soon for us. We feel like we've built something over the last years, played a specific brand of cricket that we thought was going to work, and under pressure, it unfortunately didn't for us. So yeah, we're disappointed.
Yeah. Did you feel that batters were kind of just sitting on you as the danger man in your bowling attack?
Yeah, I think a little bit, to be honest. But looking back, I think I could have done more in that Sri Lanka game. When we were 1 for 110, you would expect a bigger score than 180 in the end. But I think, my contribution to that game was not where I wanted it to be, and I'm not happy with. So, as I said, yeah, a bit disappointed with that one. I think your point about players sitting on me definitely happened a little bit, but. I think from my point of view, I could have done a little bit better, particularly last game.
And is that just a case of it's the role you play and you've played it over the years, and so there's a great deal you expect of yourself?
Yeah, definitely. My job is to get wickets through the middle, and was able to do that in a couple of games and not able to do it in some others. So, as I said, we built something over the last couple of years, and we've all got to play our roles in big games, and unfortunately, we couldn't get it done when it mattered.
Yeah, a scant consolation, I know today that you get the wickets and you get the player of the match. Wise, you must be happy with the wickets though, all the same.
Oh yeah, you'd always rather have wickets than not have them. But yeah, it's not even on my mind at the moment. Where I'm particularly disappointed. Like I'm ready to fly home tomorrow. That's for sure.
Picked up a 4 yesterday.
Adam Zampa, without his thing is he can't play without his glasses because he's got something wrong with his eyes.
So
all the Australians. Here's the turning point. It was only
That's
a
why it
small
looks
target
weird.
chase.
That's why it looks weird.
Head
That
and
is.
Marsh came out in an aggressive frame of mind. They put on 100 plus here against Sri
I'm just
Lanka.
saying,
And again
Sample
tonight,
looks so weird without the
93 they
glasses.
put on in all areas of the
That's
ground.
why it
All
took me a minute to
360
work
to go.
out who
That
it
was
was.
the turning point as far as the Australian chase was concerned. Look at that launch. 73 without loss, and there was no real need to consolidate. But I think that was a very honest chat with Adam Zampert, showing the depth of the appeal into the Australian squad and how disappointed they are. But credit goes to the home side, Sri Lanka, and to Zimbabwe, top of the pool. So they both deservedly progressed through to the Super 8, and Zimbabwe have not lost a game. Well done to the African nation.
Okay.
Yeah, the final moment. Hit down the ground, the winning shot. Australia win. Time for a little break.
They lost a wicket with their first ball to Xavier Bartlett. Zampa for the fourth time in a T20 World Cup match took 4 wickets, 4 for 21. Earned him player of the match as we just heard. And Marsh and Head, well, they put on 93. Shaquille took the only wicket. Australia cruised home by 9 wickets. Let's hear from both captains now with Tommy Mbangwa.
I offered to give Charles some of my
Hey,
biscuits,
chat,
but he doesn't
first
like
of
it.
all, with Jatinder Singh, who's captain of Oman. Jatinder, reflect for me, if you will, on the tournament as a whole for Oman.
Well, I think it's a proud moment for all of us that we got a chance to play the World Cup, and the result and the journey of World Cup not went in our way, but I think everybody is grateful. I would reflect on bit of our preparations. I think preparations were not really up to the mark what we require because we lacked to get the full members support. I mean, we wanted to play competitive cricket, but whereas we ended up playing the domestic, and the domestic level is not that up to the mark. So that's where we lacked a bit. But nevertheless, everybody is really grateful for the journey, and I think boys gave it all. Result is something which is not in your control, but I'm sure that everybody is proud of it.
Okay, and speak also on the journey and trying to ensure that there's a building from here to make sure that you're back again next time. I'm sure it took a great effort to make sure you're here. Now you've got to make sure you come back.
100%. I think now everybody has experienced this. Now we know that what are the ingredients required to come to this stage. I'm sure that we have taken a lot of learnings from this tournament, and we're looking forward to it. And I'm sure that boys have taken a lot of positives from this, from the oppositions as well.
Okay, what is it that you say to your team, but also to your fans back home as you leave and go back?
Well, of course, I mean, as I said, like we are all grateful. We got a chance to represent Oman, and we play for the country. And I'm so glad that we got a really tremendous support from the fans across the globe. Thank you so much for all the support. I'm sure, and with your support, we will definitely bounce back stronger.
Yeah. All the best to you and your troops, and we hope to see you again.
Thank you.
Go well. Now to speak to Mitchell Marsh, who is captain of Australia. Mitch, your reflections as you think back, not ideal, of course, as we said at the toss, but what is it that's kind of swimming around in your mind currently as you think about how it's gone?
Oh, probably just the missed opportunity. As I've said multiple times now, it's a bitterly disappointing change room. Like every team we built for 2 years to get here, and unfortunately we didn't play our best in a couple of games that we needed to, and that's tournament play. You lose that game to Zimbabwe and you're under pressure, and fair play to them, wish them all the best. But yeah, we're a very disappointed group.
The fact that it's Sri Lanka and India, and particularly different conditions in both those countries, is that something that might have tripped you up a little bit with regard to your team?
Look, I don't think the wickets that we played on spun. In Colombo, it was slow, but we prepared for that, and we thought we had, and I still do believe that we had the guys to do the job. The tournament play, if you're a little bit off, and you can lose a game that puts you on the back foot. This week, last 2 weeks was beautiful, but as I said, we just weren't able to get the job done when it mattered.
2 years of building you're talking about, and emotional responses, not necessarily from yourself. Yours would be disappointment yourself, Sam's here, and anyone who's kind of speaking about things. But how do you ensure that it's not an emotional reaction post to this to try and then go forward?
Yeah, look, I think that it's the leaders that we've got within Cricket Australia. We'll look at it and we'll look at it as players and as a team and ways to keep ensuring that we get better. And if we're lucky enough to have the opportunity as a group again, that we're better. When you fail, there's always great learnings. We couldn't be more disappointed in the way that it's panned out. But we go home and we reflect and we move on.
All the best with that, and thanks very much for your thoughts.
Thank you.
So a very disappointed captain of Australia. They finished with 2 wins and 2 losses. Boosted their net run rate today, but it didn't help. Congratulations to Sri Lanka, the home side, and to Zimbabwe. They both qualified through to the Super 8. Zimbabwe undefeated at this point. So Group 1, India, Zimbabwe, West Indies and South Africa. They'll be playing the majority of their cricket in India, and here in Sri Lanka, England, New Zealand, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. Each team plays every other team in the group. Top 2 from each progress through to the semi-finals. Wow, coming up tomorrow though, have a look at this. The Kiwis in action down in Colombo. Qualified second in their group. They're up against Pakistan, Tariq and crew. Do not miss that tomorrow night. New Zealand taking on Pakistan. So 7 p.m. local time tomorrow. New Zealand take on Pakistan from Colombo. That is it here from the Pala Kelly. Hope you enjoyed the game and do not miss that game tomorrow night. Stay safe.
This is all, yeah.
Straight through. That's the start the home side wanted. It's a nice shot too from Curran. A couple of steps down the wicket. Gets in, chops on. Brilliant. Butler gets his second. Oh, quality.
Can you feel that?